Hello there. Welcome to Grade 10 Accounting. Today, we want to look at the question on the preparation of data reconciliation and internal control. Remember, our question has got 63 marks, and the question is spend on average 50 minutes on that question. The question is for RMS traders, and the question reads that information is relates to RMS traders for the period ending 30 June 2022. Business uses a markup of 40% of cost of all goods sold. So this statement, what it means, remember, our markup we add it to our cost price when we get our selling price. So basically, we are saying our cost price, we add our markup and get your selling price. So remember, our cost price is always 100%, and then our markup we are giving each year this percent is 40%. And obviously, if you say 100 plus 40, you're going to get 140%. So this is the scenario that we have that we can use if there's any needs according to the question. So on the third part, first part saying prepare a data control account for June 2022 after considering errors and omissions. And then on the note part, show all calculation brackets and balance the account, which is constituent parts. Then on 1.2, prepare a correct list of data for June 2022. The question has got 26 marks. So these are the two questions that we want to look at according to this video. So you see that we've got other questions that are going to follow that we are going to concentrate according to this video. So if you go down, you see that we also have information that we are given beneath this. We've got the information where we are given general ledger of RMS traders, and then we are given the data's control, where we've got debt side and credit side. So this is the data's control that we are going to correct according to the question. We're going to make some additions according to omissions that are made in that question, and also we are supposed to make corrections if there are errors that is made preparation of this data control that we are given. So basically what we are saying is we're going to make additions, information that we have there, we're going to reproduce this data control, make some additions, and then make some corrections if there are errors that are made. So if you go there, you see that we have some information also that we are given information B, that is the list of data of 32 2022, where we are given the column for data, the debit, and the credit. So these are the balances that we have for the individual data account in the list of data. So if you go down beneath that, again, we are also given information C, where we are now having errors and omissions. This is the additional information. So that's where we click on judgment whether there was an error that was made or there was an omission that was there. Then if there's an omission, to make an addition. If there's an error, to make a correction. So go down, so that information is running down from information 1, going down to information 9. So this is the question that we have. So now if you go to the other section, you see that we are going to start with our data control. So basically what it means is we are going back to the question and try to see what is the open balance that we are given in the data control. So you see that the open balance that we are given there is for 216,210. So this is the figure that we are going to start with. But before you enter this figure, you go to additional information to see if there's any correction that needs to be done according to opening balance, that is the balance PT. So if you go to additional information, you see that on the first additional information that we are given, it reads the data control balance of 1/2/2022 is overstated by 6,700. So the keyword that we have there is overstated. So when something is overstated, it means a bigger figure than what was supposed to be put there was put. So if we have got a bigger figure, it means we have overstated. So if we have overstated, it means we have to reduce the amount so that it goes back to its normal or correct amount. So this 6,700, we're going to subtract it from the opening balance that we are given in the question. So if you come back here, you see that this is opening balance that we are given is 216,210. So we are going to subtract that 6,700 from this figure, then we get the correct figure. So you go to other section, we're just going to summarize as such. Come here, we are just going to say our 216,210, and then you subtract your 6,700 to get the correct opening balance. So close here. You see that after calculating, the answer that you're supposed to get is 209,510. So this is a correction that we have to make according to opening balance, that is balance PT. So So if you come back to the question, you'll see that the next figure that we have in the question for the debtors control, we have the figure for sales. So obviously, we go there again to see if we have got any information that is affecting our sales. All the additional information, we come back to additional information, go item by item, trying to check if you've got anything that is affecting our sales. But if you come here, on the second part is saying the total of the debtors allowance column in the debtors allowance journal was under caps by 360, which are going to affect our sales. But obviously this one is going to affect our debtors allowances. So if you go to item 3, saying a credit invoice for merchandise sold to M. Armot has not been recorded by the bookkeeper. The cost price of the merchandise sold was at 3,700. So what does it mean? It means this is an invoice that was omitted. So this was supposed to be part of sales. Remember, when you sell on credit, we are supposed to issue an invoice. So this was omitted, which means we have to make an addition of this merchandise which was omitted, which was sold for 3,700, but the 3,700 that you are given is at cost price. Remember, we're given a markup there. So we are going to calculate at the selling price. Remember, when we're entering figures in our debtors control, we enter at selling price. So it means we're going to go back there to the formula that we initiated at the beginning of the question, and then we calculate the selling price, and then the selling price is the figure that we're going to adjust. So 3,700 is the cost price. We come back here. We go to the at the beginning of the question. You see that we have put there the formula that leads us to the selling price. So if we are here now, you see that we have got our markup is 40%, and then we had this formula which is saying cost price plus markup equals to selling price. So remember, our markup is 40%, then our cost price is 100%. Then the figure that we are given is cost price, and then the figure that we want is selling price, which is 140%. So what we are saying is the figure that we are given there is our cost price. We can just refer back to 3,700. So basically we are saying 3,700 is close to 100%. The figure that we want is 140%. So we can just make a simple proportion there by saying 3,700 is equal to our 100%. So the figure that we want is 140%. So this is the figure that we want. So we can just make a simple calculation there by saying what we don't have is 140 is the one that we want. So we put it as a numerator. What we have is 100%. We're given 3,700. So what we have is 100%. Make it as a denominator. Then we multiply by the given figure, which is 3,700. So we calculate it as such. You're going to get a figure of 5,180. 5,180. So this is the figure that we have as our selling price. So this is our selling price that we're going to include there. So remember, this was omitted. So what does it mean? It means you have to add it to the figure for sales that we are given. So we go to the debtors control that we are given in the question to check the figure for sales that we are given there. So if you are here now, you see that sales is here. We have got 310,920, and then we are supposed to add our 5,180 that we got there to get the correct sales figure amount. So we go to the for answer section and make our adjustments. So if you come here now, we are saying our sales. Obviously, I saw the debits, and remember, this is now taking place at the end of the month. We are making these corrections at the end of the month. So our date now is now June 30. That is at the end of the month. So we are saying sales, and we are saying on sales we have got our figure that we are given there in the question in the debtors control is 310,920. And then we are going to make an addition of the invoice that was omitted of 5,108. And obviously, you're supposed to present it in brackets, calculate there. The other that you're supposed to get is 360,100. So this is what we have. Then we go back again to check the next item that we have on the debit side of the general ledger, which is debtors control. So after that, we've got a bank refund of 600. So obviously, you go again to additional information to check if we've got anything that is affecting our bank refund. So we go down our information for information one. You go item by item, trying to see if you've got anything that is affecting your bank refund. Go down, you see that you've got nothing there that is affecting your bank refund. In that case, you have to take the figure that you are given in the question and put it in the answer, answer section under the data's control. We have got a bank refund is 600, so we're just going to put the same figure, which is 600. So here we are saying bank refund. We are now here. Remember, it's on the debit side. So this date is going to apply to all the entries that are going to fall. So here we are going to say bank refund, and we are saying the amount that we are given there is 600. So we're just going to put our 600. So we go back there and check the next item that we are given. You see that the next item that we are given is a journal debits, which is 1,820. And obviously, on our journal debits, we are also going to check in the additional information if we've got anything that is affecting our journal debits. Remember, we are coming from information one, going down to check if we've got anything that is affecting our journal debits. Let's try to see. You've got item 4, which is saying transfer the credit balance in the debtors ledger of Peace Corporate to his account in the creditors ledger. So remember, we are going to go to the debtors list and check the amount that is for Peace Corporate. That is a credit balance that you are supposed to transfer to the to his account in the creditors ledger. So we go to the list of balances and check that amount. We are here now on the debtors list. We have got Peak Corporate, which is 1,800, which is on the credit side. So we are supposed to transfer it. So it's supposed to remove it in this list of balances of debtors. Remember, these are debtors, and put it in the list of balances of creditors. So basically, we are saying the scenario that we have there is that it is in P Corporate. This is a P Corporate account as a debtor. We have got a credit balance of 1,800 on the credit side. So we have to remove it by debiting it, and then we credit it in the account of in the creditors account as people pay as a creditor. So by debiting, it means we are going to edit there on the debit side. Remember, on the debtors account, if we credit, we are subtracting. If we debit, we are editing. So we are adding here. So this is what we have. So basically, what we are saying is by debiting there, we are going to put it on the section of our journal debit. So our journal debits, it's going to increase by 1,800. So we come here on the other section and take the figure that we are given as our journal debits, 1,820, and then we are going to add that 1,100. So here we come on the other section. So we are saying journal debits, and then obviously we are going to summarize the making whereby we're saying 1,820 is the figure in the person, and then we get the 1,800. And then we check again if you have got anything more that is affecting our journal debits. We go down again to check if we've got anything. So if you go down, you see that we've got something else again that is affecting our journal debits. You come here on the last item, J. Philip, whose account was 3 months in arrears, was charged interest at 5% per annum. So we are supposed to go back there on the list of balances and check the balance that J. Philip is owing. Then we calculate 5% there. But then the 5% that we are going to calculate is going to give us a figure for a year, which is per annum. Then we are supposed to reduce it to 3 months, so that we make a proportion of 3 months, and then that amount is the one that is supposed to be put in that data's control. So we go to the list of balances. For J. Philip, we are going to see that J. Philip is 7,200. So remember, the percentage that you are given there is 5%. So we are saying 5%, which is 5 over 100, and 7,200. So try to calculate that one. Saying our 5%. Then we multiply by 7,200. obviously you are now going to get your 360 here. And this 360 is per annum as indicated here. So what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to reduce it to 3 months. So we are saying 3/12. Remember, we were 12 months in a year. So we are now saying 3/12. Then we multiply by 360 to get for 3 months. So if you calculate it as such, you're going to see that, let's try to see. Let's try to calculate it as such here. You get your 90. So here we put your 90. So this is the figure that is also supposed to be a part of the journal debits. So we are supposed to hit 90, the figure that we have there. So on this adjustment, we are going to say plus 90 again. Then if you say 1,820 plus 1,800 plus 1 plus 90, the other that is supposed to get is 3,710. So this is what we have according to that adjustment. So we go back again to the debtors control in the question, check if you've got anything on the debit side, see that if we have exhausted everything that is on the debit side, then we go to at the credit side, we now have bank and discount allowed. So we go to the question again to the additional information to see if we've got anything that is affecting our bank and discount allowed. So we can go at the beginning where we put our additional information, we go down to check if we've got anything that is affecting our bank and discount allowed. But we go down, let's try to see. Go down to check if we've got anything that is affecting our bank and discount allowed. So if you go down, you're going to see that we have got nothing that is affecting our bank and discount allowed. So what does it mean? It means that the figure that you are given there in the question, just take as it is, which is 124,380. So we go there and put it as it is, since we do not have any correction for omission that is there. So we are now on the credit side, remember, so we are coming here. The date remains the same, which is at the end of the month, which is June. Date here we are saying is June 30. And we are saying that this is our bank discount allowed. Then we are, the amount that we are having is 124,000. 124,380. So remember, in this column of folio, we are supposed to write the book of original entry or the subsidiary book where we are taking this information. Remember, bank and discount allowed, we are going to take it from the cash receipts journal. Also, you have to take note that figures that we enter in the debtors control, we take them as total figures from the subsidiary books. So in the cash receipts journal, we are saying that discount, the bank column and the discount allowed column, the total figures are the ones that we are putting here is 124,380. So obviously, on the debit side again, we are going to go item by item, trying to fill the figure, fill the column for folio. So on our sales, remember, our sales, we are taking this figure in the data journal. Remember, in the data control, we only put credit sales, we don't put cash sales. So obviously, the sales that we see there will be from the data journal. So here, subsidiary books data journal. Then we have got a bank refund. A bank refund obviously will come from the cash payment journal. And then we've got our journal debt, our journal debits. This is coming as corrections. So obviously they fall under the general journal. So this is what we have. Then we go back to the question to check on the next item after bank and discount allowed. So we are here, we've now data allowances. So obviously as a procedure, we go there to check information that is affecting our data allowances. We can start from the beginning, going down, checking if we've got anything. If you come to number 2, it reads, number 2 reads the total of the data allowance column in the data allowance total was undercast by 360. So it means we have a smaller figure by 360 because it was undercast. Very important to take note. It was undercast, so we got a smaller figure by 360. So we need to edit so that it goes to the correct amount. So we're going to add 360 to the amount that we are given there, which is 55,708. Then we hit our 360. So we go to the other section and just make that adjustment. So we are here. We are on credit side. Remember, we are on credit side. So we are saying date we said is going to apply to all entries that are going to come after. So here we are saying debtors, debtors allowances. Then the brackets, we are supposed to show the working year by saying 55,580. And then we are supposed to add our 360. So it brackets. So if you add there, let's try to add, see the total that we are going to get there. We're going to get 55,940. So this is what we are there. Then obviously, I will go and check on the next item again in the present. So we are here. We are saying the next item is saying journal credits. So we go again item by item, trying to see if we've got anything that is affecting now our journal credits. Go item by item, going down, checking if we've got anything that is affecting our journal credits. So if you go down, you see that we've got nothing that is affecting our journal credits. So what does it mean? It means you have to go back and check the figure that you are given for our journal credit, 1,600, and enter it as such. So we go to the other section. Now we are saying journal credits. $1,600. And then this is what we have. And we can go back to check if we've got any other item in the question. Right up. If you go down, see that this is the last item, which is journal credit. Then we have the balance. So I suppose we've exhausted everything. But before you go and balance the account, you can just try to go through the information again to see if we have got anything that is to be added there that is what's described in the question. So you see that there's nothing that we have there. So we go there to balance that account. So if you come here now, what you're supposed to do is to balance the account now. So you are supposed to put your double lines. So start putting your double lines, obviously, you now add the total of the debit and the total of the credit, compare which is greater total, and put it in between the double lines both sides. So if you add the debit and the credit, you are going to see that the debit is the greater side with a total of 529,920. So this figure is going to come both sides in between the double lines. So you're saying 529,920. And obviously on the smaller side, which is the credit side, that's where we are going to have our balance, CD. And then we subtract everything that we have on the credit side or the total from the figure of the which is in between the double lines. Then obviously difference that we are going to get there is 348,000. So on the balance BD part supposed to come on the opposite side below the double line. So we are saying, come here, we are saying balance BD. Obviously our BD should come in the column. And then the other that we're going to get is 348,000 here. So this is what we have there. And remember, the dates now, the date for the balance BD will be the first day of the next period. So if you come here, see that we are saying these entries we are making them on end of June, which is 30 June. So it means 1 July is going to be our date for BD. 22 1 July. So this is what we have according to the first part is 1.1. Obviously, we have got the second part that we want to look at. So if you come to the second part, which is the list of debtors as at 30 June 2022. So remember, on the list of debtors, we're going to go additional information by additional information to see if you have any item that is affecting the list of balances, components of the list of balances that are the debtors, and then we correct is such. So let's just try to see. So if you are making your corrections in the list of debtors, so you have to take note that when entries are being posted from the journal, they are posted to the list of debtors, which is the sales ledger. We take individual entries like these ones. We take individual accounts like these ones as they are entered in the journal. Then we post them to the sales ledger. And then if you are posting them to the control account, we take them as total figures from the journals. So what does it mean? It means that if an error has been made on the entry of the on the individual entries in the journals, it's going to affect the total. So it's going to affect the control, and it also affects in the individual debtors accounts, which is in the list of balances. So if an error has been made in entering in the individual debtors entries that we have made in the journals, it's going to affect both the control and the list of debtors. But if it has been made only on the total, so it means it's going to affect only the debtors control. The list of debtors won't be affected. Let's say the total was undercasted, was overcasted, or understated or overstated. It means it only affects the control account. So but if it has been made in the individual entries in the journals, it means it's going to affect the control because the total is going to be wrong. And also it affects that individual data account that we have in the list of data. So this is what we have. So you have just have to take note of that. Then when an error is made in the individual account in the sales ledger, let's say we have got John account as a debtor. If it has been made now in the ledger, it means it only affects the list of debtors. It doesn't affect the control, because on the control we are only taking the figure for the total for the donors, that is figure that we are supposed to the control account. So if you take note of that, you're not going to have any problems on the correction of the list of debtors. So we are going to come there on the additional information. That's where we are going to have our corrections, and then we try to pick errors that are affecting individual accounts in the list of debtors. So if we come here, we see that this is the list of debtors that we are given. So we can go on the additional information now, item by item, trying to see which error is affecting any of the debtors in the list of debtors. So if you go down, let's try to see here. The first one is saying debtors control balance on 1, 2. This debtors balance that we are given. Then you go to the next one. The total of debtors allowance, you see this one is saying the total. So it means it is the error that has been made on the total of the debtors allowance column in the debtors allowance journal. So it means it's only going to affect control. So this one affects control. We've already adjusted this one. This one only affects control because it is affecting the total. Remember we said when you are posting to the control account, we take only the total of the journals. So we go to the next item. The credit invoice for merchandise sold to M. Ahmad is not been recorded by the bookkeeper. The cost price of merchandise sold was 2,700. Remember, we calculated this figure and we converted it to a selling price whereby we got 5,180. You still remember? So this is the figure for the sales. We are here, which is item 3. So it means this figure we calculated it, we converted it to sale price, it became 5,108. So this was omitted, which means it was not even entered in the journal, so it affected the control account because the total was wrong. And also the individual account of M. Ahmad also need to be adjusted because this 5,100 was 5,180 was omitted. So you need to add it to the account of M. Ahmad. So we can go to the other section and make that correction. And go to the other section and make that correction. It means we are just going to make an addition of 5,108. So if you come on the other section, you see that we are on amount where we have put 5,180 that we want to add. So you see that we have put amount here. So we are supposed to add your 5,180. So this is the balance that we are given in the question in the list of balances. Then you're saying 80,900 plus 5,180. Then you get the correct figure. That is now 124,080. So let's try to see if you add 80,900 to 5,800, 5,180, you're going to get 24,080. So this is the figure that we are now going to put here. Then we go back again to check on the next correction. We are now on 4, which is saying item 4, which is saying transfer the credit balance in the debtors ledger of P4P to his account in the credits ledger. So I remember we are given that figure. We are given that figure in the list of balances that we need to transfer to creditors ledger. Remember, P4P is here. We have got 1,800 on the credit side. So when it's on the credit side, it means it's a negative. So it's supposed to present it in the list of balances a negative 1,180. And then we add 1,100 is 1,800, and then we add 1,800 to remove it from the credit side. So remember, we said we are debiting it in the debtors control, so that we transfer it to the in the debtors ledger. Sorry, so that we transfer it to the creditors ledger. So by debiting it there, we are adding, and then we go there and put it in the creditors ledger. So basically, we are saying in the debtors ledger for P4P is on the credit side. So by transferring it, we are going to enter it on the debit. This is now the correction one, and then we post it to the creditors ledger. So when it's on the credit side, it's indicating a negative sign. So when we debit it, it's now indicating a positive sign. So the posting part we are debiting, so we are going to add 1,800. So we go to the other section and try to look for the description of P4P. Go down. There we see that we have got P4P. There is a negative 1,800. So we are supposed to say plus 1,800. And then when we do that, it's going to come to 0, which means here the balance that we are going to get there is 0. So we go there again to check on the next item. So if you go down, you see that now we are on item 5, which is saying an amount of 400 received from G. Krigler via EFT was recorded in the journal, but was not transferred to his account. So this was a payment that was made by G. Krigler, and then in the journal it's there. It means the control was not affected, but you'd see that the ledger account of G. Krigler was affected because it was not posted there. So this is a payment. Remember, when we sell goods to G. Krigler, it was supposed to be on the debit side, so that we have sold them, which means we had 400 on the debit side, and then after paying, when G. Krigler pays, we are supposed to cancel this 400 to go to the credit side by double entry. It's just simple. We credit G. Krigler and debit bank. Remember, we are receiving that amount from G. Krigler, so we are crediting his account, which is our G. Krigler account, and then we debit our bank. So by debiting, we are subtracting. So we are supposed to subtract this 400 from the figure that we have for G. Krigler. So if you come here, we have got here 72,400, and then we are supposed to subtract your 400 that is being paid. So by subtracting there, you're going to get your 72,000. So obviously here now we have 72,000. Then we go back again to check on the next item. Then from G. Krigler, we go to item 6, saying a receipt issued to S. Tyler for 19,800 cash received was recorded correctly in the subsidiary book. So when it is collected correctly in the subsidiary book, it means our control is going to be correct, it's not going to be affected, but was posted to the account as 18,900. So this was a payment again by S. Tyler, which was supposed to be subtracted from the amount being owed by S. Tyler. But we entered the wrong figure, which is 18,900 instead of 19,800, which means we entered a smaller figure. So we would want to see we entered the smaller figure by how much, and then we are going to subtract that difference so that we we subtract the correct amount, which is a higher amount. Remember, 90,800 greater than 18,800. It means what we subtracted was smaller than what was supposed to subtract. So we just calculate the difference. 19,800 minus 18,900. And you try to see what we have there. You are going to see that you are going to get 900. You are going to get your 900. Sorry, here we have got our 900. So we are going to say here we get our 900. So we are going to subtract a further 900 so that the amount gets to 19,800. So we come here. On the other section, we will search for Tyler. So it's that Tyler, we have got Tyler at the beginning there. So we are saying 80,000 minus 900. Then obviously the answer that you are supposed to get 79,000. This is what we have. We go to the next item. See what we have now. We have got item 7, which reads an entry in respect of goods sold on credit. Let's just try to see. An entry in respect of goods sold on credit to T. Mako. The value of 3,000 was correctly entered in the debtors journal, but was entered on the wrong side of this account. So debtors journal is correct, which means our control is also going to be correct. So but you see that in the individual account of T. Mako, was entered on the wrong side of the account. So basically, what are we saying? We are saying that this is our account. We are saying this is our account. So remember, and then this amount was an entry in respect of who sold on credit to Timako. We are supposed to be debited, but it was credited on the wrong side. So it is here. So to remove it, what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to first enter the 3,000 so that we remove what is on the wrong side, 3,000. Then we enter again the correct amount. So 2 entries are going to be made there, 3,000 plus 3,000, which is 6,000. So what it means, we are going to add that 6,000, which is 3,000 plus 3,000, which is 6,000, to the account of Timako. So we come here and we look for that account. Basically, we are now saying 18,000, then we get our 6,000. With that, we are going to get our 24,000. Then we can again go and try to see what next item that we have. So on the next item is saying a payment of 12,000 rands received from Y Putin was correctly recorded on the subsidiary book, but was incorrectly recorded in the account of RB. So this is what we have. So this amount was supposed to be a payment by Y Putin, but was adjusted in the wrong account of RB. So what are we supposed to do? We're just supposed to correct that error. So what it means it was supposed to be credited in Y Putin's account as a payment paid by Y Putin, but it was credited to Aladdin. So basically, the scenario that we are having there, let's just try to present it. We have got Y Putin. And then we have got Aladdin here. So what are we supposed to do? Remember, this was from Y Putin, but it was recorded in the account of Aradaya in the wrong account. So what means we have got, remember, when a payment is made by a debtor, we are supposed to credit that debtor's account. So this 12,000 is this side of Aradaya. So we are supposed to remove it and put it in Y Putin's account. So basically what they're saying is we debit to remove it in the wrong account and put it in the correct account. So these are the correctional entries that have been made. So this error is going to affect the Y Putin's list of data. If the list of data is going to affect Y Putin, it's going to affect RD. So by debiting in our dia there, we are going to add our 12,000 because we are debiting. Remember, when we debit our data's account, we add, when we credit, we subtract. So, but in Y putting, we are going to enter it as a subtraction. So basically, this is what we are going to do. Remember, in other dia, we are supposed to make it as an addition plus 12,000. So if you add 12,000 there, you're going to get 78,730. And then you are now also supposed to go to Y putting. And the Y putting is going to be a subtraction of 12,000. Then we subtract there 12,000, and you're going to get 62,800. Right. So this is what we have. Then we go back now to check on the next item. So we are here. So we are now on the last item, which is saying J. Philip, whose account was 3 months in arrears, was charged interest at 5%. So remember, we calculated this interest and we got 90, whereby we said 0.05, and then we calculated by the amount being owed there, which is 7,200. We said 0.05 as a decimal 5%, and then we multiply by 7,200 that is being owed by Jake Phillips, and we got 360. And we said this is in relation to 3 months, which is 3 over 12. And then we multiply it by 360, then we got our 90. So this is our 90 that we have. So we are supposed to add that 90 because it's an interest, it's going to increase the value. So we are going to add our 90. So we come here, we go to J. Phillips' account and add our 90. We are here, we are saying now plus 90. And obviously, you're going to get 7,290. And we try to see we are corrected all the accounts that needed to be corrected there. So after that, now we are supposed to add to get the total for the debtors list. So the total, we are just adding everything that we have there on the debt side of debtors list. Remember, on the credit side, we do not have anything. We have subtracted that 1,800. This one is related to a balance of 0. So if you add everything here, you are supposed to get 348,000. So this become our total of the data set. So this is what we have, guys, according to this video. Those of you who are subscribed, please subscribe and share. We are still coming with more videos. As for this video, I'm signing out.